for Capricorn, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So the first card that I have is the Six of Staves, and the Staves is the same as Wands in the traditional tarot. And basically, this is a happy card. This is a good card. You see how happy she is? She's riding in on the horse, and it's like people are greeting her. And this is all about, like I said, happiness and bliss. And things are going really good for you right now. And you have a lot of abundance. You're manifesting lots of things in the physical realm. And this is like a celebration card. This is a celebration energy. Because to clarify that card, we have the cornucopia, and it's an 11. 11 is a magical number. So this is all about things coming together for you and abundance and manifesting all kinds of good things in your life, both in love and in finances. So these are beautiful cards. That's a beautiful energy. Then we have the Ten of Cups. And once again, this is all about a completion. This is all about manifesting love into your life, because the cups are all about love. So this is all about, like, you know, you're either going to meet somebody, or your love life is ascending to the next level, or you just have all kinds of peace and contentment right now within your love life. This is a beautiful energy. But then, you know, to clarify the Ten of Cups, you have the Deceit card. And basically what I'm getting with this card is that a lot of times you feel like things are too good to be true when they're going good. So a lot of times you don't trust it. You're like, wait a minute, this can't be real. This can't really be happening this way. I need to do something to sabotage it. This is like a self-sabotaging card. So what I'm getting from this, like I said, is that when things are going really good, you almost sabotage it just because you don't believe it. And this has to do with conditioning. This has to do with what you believe to be true about yourself and the world around you. And this really goes back to victim mentality and really feeling like life is shitty and the universe does not support you, and you do not manifest things. And you know, this is just the woe is me type of energy that I'm getting from this. And so basically you need to clear that victim mentality, because as long as you're in that victim mentality and in that whole self-sabotaging mode, you're going to always attract fucked up situations. And that's what I'm getting from that card. Because things are going very well. And it's not so much that you get bored and you're like, well, you know, I need to mess it up. It's like, it's a self-limiting belief. You know, it's like a self-imposed prison. You're stuck there in your mind, and it's like you don't feel like you deserve this happiness right here. So you need to really look at that. And you need to look at that pattern that you've been in. That came out just now as well. Then you have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is nostalgia. This is all about thinking about the past and just kind of being in that past energy of looking back and just being real nostalgic. And this could have something to do with this too, that self-sabotage. That maybe you've been in this mode before where you've been happy and you've had good things coming in. All these these are like beautiful cards. But maybe you messed it up. And you're looking back on it, and you know, and I feel like the message that's coming through is that you blame others, when really you are to blame. You need to kind of look at yourself. That's a tough pill to swallow. You need to figure out why you always self-sabotage situations, because you feel like you don't deserve them. That message came out. And you can't do anything about the past, so release the past. This is that craving, compulsion, obsession card. And once again, what I'm getting with this is that energy of, I have a beautiful thing going on right now. I have all this abundance and all this happiness and love in my life, but I don't trust it. I always sabotage it. I'm regretful from things that I've done in the past, but yet I can't fucking stop doing it. I don't mean to laugh because I've had my own patterns. We all have patterns that we've gotten into from our conditioning. And usually, if you'll look at it, this is a pattern that you learned in childhood. So this is something that you really need to sit down and look at, and you need to shine light on it. You know, because everyone has their shadow side. And a lot of times we operate in our shadow side. It's a subconscious thing. How do you make it conscious? How do you shine light on it? You actually address it. You actually focus on it and try to figure out where it's coming from. And then you change it. You do something different. You do things different this time. And you get out of this fear-based energy. This is a fear-based energy that you're in. It's fears that make you do that. So you need to figure out where those fears are coming from, because fears aren't real anyway. They're just illusions. But this is what gets you in trouble. Prince of Pentacles. You are a very financially fiscal and abundant person. You really know how to bring finances into your life. You know how to manifest money. That's what this card is right here. You're not quite the King of Pentacles. You're the Prince of Pentacles, but you are on your game as far as manifesting money goes. To clarify that, you have the discipline, training, consistency, practice card. So this is all about, if you've been thinking about doing any type of licensing or education or certification, any type of training, the message that I'm getting with this card is that you've got the green light to go ahead and do that. Because I am feeling like you've kind of been looking at, you know, whether it's getting a promotion, changing occupations, adding on to what you do already as far as bringing in more money. You're very good at bringing in money. Money just flows to you. But if you've been thinking about pursuing any type of additional training, this card here is giving you the green light to do that. But do not sabotage it. Do not. Because really what I'm feeling like you're really good with money, but it's love that you sabotage. Love and stability and consistency. You always do something to mess it up. That message came through. Look at that. Look at those fears. Try to figure out why you do that. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. And once again, this is a grounding energy. And this is all about having a stable home life. This is not just about being, you know, because there's more to having a consistent, stable home life than finances. It's all about being open. It's all about being caring. It's all about being vulnerable. It's all about opening up your heart and receiving and really having a soulful connection with people and not so superficial. Something that more than scratches the surface. That message came through from Spirit. It's more or less the energy that I'm getting from this card is like being a provider. You know, kind of that 1950s husband mentality. Bring home the bacon. I'm not really going to be very supportive of my wife because I've done my part because I went out and worked 9 to 5 today. That kind of energy. You know, just having kind of a superficial relationship and not really going deep. So the message here is to really kind of connect to your soul and your heart. Because to clarify that card, we have Finch Spirit Guide. And it says, I love us. So I'm getting the same energy with this. Like, have more of a soulful connection. More of a spiritual connection. and not just be about material gain, but enrich your life. Actually, go deep, even if it does scare you, because that's how we have richer experiences. You know, it's fine to, it's one thing to try to protect your heart and not get too close and to sabotage situations. And yes, you feel like you're safe. You feel like, oh, I'm not going to get hurt this way. But you're causing yourself to keep from experiencing these things. I mean, you could have all of this if you just let your guard down and got rid of those fears and just went deeper and came more from like your soul, your heart, more of a spiritual connection. Because we have the thoughts card. And once again, it's like you overthink things. And when you overthink things, you think yourself into trouble every time. So just practice being for a while. And just be in that energy of just accepting things, this, you know, as they are. And not trying to change them. And not trying to overanalyze them or sabotage. But just accept things and get out of your head. Try to feel more. That message came through. Journey. So basically what I'm getting for this kind of goes along with that Six of Cups, that nostalgia, and kind of wanting, that feeling of wanting to go back in time and change things. But the message that's coming through is that you cannot go back. You can never go back. You wouldn't want to. So practice being more present. You can't do anything to change the past, and worrying about the future is useless too, because the future hasn't happened yet. The power is in now. So the power is really staying focused and present on what you have going on right now, and quit trying to journey backwards and fix things, because you can't. The only thing you can do is to take everything that you've learned so far and apply it and not make the same mistakes. That message came through real loud and clear too. Expectation. This kind of goes along with this energy too, of expecting things to go wrong. It's one of those I'm going to do it before you do type situations where you don't expect things to go well. And since you don't expect them to, it's like you go out of your way to make sure you mess it up before it comes to this. But how you fix this is that you release those expectations and you practice being present. You practice being in the moment and you practice accepting things as they are right now. And do not try to put labels on things. Don't try to put things in boxes. Just accept them for what they are for right now and how they are. And that's all right. Just accept everything as it is right now in this moment, and that's how you'll have more peace and abundance, and that's how you'll have this cornucopia and that 10 of Cups, and you'll release this energy here too, and this energy, by releasing expectations of how you think things should look. Things are perfect just like they are now, so start showing gratitude for that. But definitely do pursue some education, some training, certificates, licensing, if that's something you've been thinking about. And do connect more on a spiritual level, soulful level. Have more soulful connections. All right, well, this is your weekly reading, and I will include in the description of the video my contact information in case you want to have a personal reading with me.